My whole life has been spent as an activist artist, transforming derelict places and involving communities in efforts and educating people about natural systems. The work that I've been developing for many years, since 1981 actually, is called a living library, and it's a way to make things whole, to transform places and involve people in processes of research, planning, design, implementation, use, maintenance, management, and communications of their branch living library and think park. A living library is really a metaphor. Everyone and everything on Earth and in space is part of a living library of diversity. People, birds, trees, air, water, and all the things that we create, such as parks and gardens and schools and curricula and artworks and networks and communities. It's a way to understand that culture and technology is part of nature. But what's really needed is to create a more conscious balance between what we do on the planet and how the planet lives. And we need to be more environmentally aware of each other and other species and our environment. A living library is a planetary genre. It's meant to be all over the world. We've been very successful in establishing branch living library and think parks, each of which is very place-based, in San Francisco and New York City. When I work with the community, we begin to understand the local resources of each place: human, ecological, economic, historic, technological, and aesthetic. And from that, we can then understand what can be in the future and how to transform, create a very content-rich, new narrative landscape. My work is very landscape-based. Everything happens in a place, and when we integrate the activity, the community program. I used to do performance. There were early performances in a place. Now the performance has evolved to be working with communities. Then we're creating whole experiences. The place integrated systemically with the activity, the program, the curricula, the hands-on learning. A think park is meant to make us think, feel, and be more empathetic. The life frame really shows us a way to frame life so we can see it and experience it more profoundly. A living library is a very practical and transformative genre and has a proven track record. And now it's time to bring this work to other parts of the world. It was always designed to be in other parts of the world. And there's great interest now in Udaipur, India, and Chengdu, China, and Mexico City, Mexico, among other places, to bring me and a living library to their countries, their communities, so that I can begin to work with the local community and develop a unique branch living library and think park. And the goal is to have branch living library and think parks in very diverse communities that will eventually be linked through green power digital gateways that will showcase the local resources of each community through multimedia digital archives, and also allow for live interactive broadcast between sites. When we learn all that we can about our local place, from that we can then extrapolate and learn about the world. And I'm hoping to be able to go to these countries and spend time working with the communities, activating the communities, involving them, and learning about natural systems and learning about the resources that are all around them, and transforming a living library and enlarging it. Thank you very much.